Ladies and gentlemen, please put your screen on full view. Please put your screen on full view. This is Ebony Man 2K, aka that Jolly Rancher, aka Pretty Ricky, what they call me, and aka the King of Receipts. I welcome you to my channel with the same name. Shout out to the Viper Pit over at STL's, Bomb Cherry, Warren, and Denini. Also, I want to send a shout out to the Clout Chasers and the chat members of TMR Talks, Kels, Keeping Up with the Goddess, and Tracy with the T. Make sure when you come in, you hit the like button, subscribe, and set the notification bell to all. I understand that you may be listening while you're driving, cooking, working out, or at work, so your time is greatly appreciated. Again, I welcome you, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Peace. This is Ebony Man 2K. Well, my Jazzy Life is on her apology tour after 3 videos have been put out that show her in a negative light in regards to how she moves as a parent. Videos are very thorough in presentation, so there's very little Jazzy can say to defend herself. In this audio clip, you can hear her pathetic attempt to perform a fake move on her subs by basically saying, "I apologize for you seeing what you saw." And she tries to do it with fake crocodile's tears, y'all. In summary, Jazzy wants us to believe that most of those situations that we saw on those videos were not her fault, because she is actually a good mother with bad kids. And most of those other situations, like her infant daughter having a seizure while Jazzy was laughing, or little Aiden falling 4 feet off the kitchen counter and hitting the floor, were not as bad as it looked. Really, Jazzy? Jazzy, we don't believe you. We need more people. You know, I've come to the realization that with Jazzy, it's not just that she's a bad parent. Jazzy is just stupid. She's stupid, y'all. Forrest Gump said it best. Stupid is as stupid does. In my last commentary, I gave you an example of how stupid Jazzy was when she told her kids to not run into the streets. At the time, though, she and her kids were sitting on the street curbside, 2 feet away from the street. It's like Jazzy creates scenarios for accidents to happen. The part 3 video was no different. In one clip, Jazzy places the toddler Aiden on the 4-foot-high kitchen counter and walks away. Aiden was not fully on the kitchen counter table, and his legs were dangling freely as he sat on the edge. But of course, sitting on the edge of the kitchen counter table didn't last long. Right after Jazzy walked away from him, baby Aiden falls from the 4-foot-high kitchen counter onto the floor, as Jazzy's daughters tried to catch him. Then Jazzy blames him and said he does this all the time, y'all, because he acts like a daredevil. Well, if this is the case, it seems like common sense will have her to adapt and make decisions with precaution. You will hear her attempt in this lame apology video to explain her actions. I have also added a story time at the end where my mentor once told me, after I won a big $1 million contract, he said, "Son, if you want to roll with big dogs now, you better know how to pee in high grass." I will explain to you what he meant and show how these words of wisdom can apply to my Jazzy life as well. You got to hear this story time. I will be hosting in the chat if you have any questions or if you just want to chop it up. This is your boy, Ebony Man 2K. Let's get it.
I'm trying so hard not to cry because I don't want to fucking cry. I told myself I'm going to be strong. I want you to die. Your kids deserve better. They're better off with a prostitute than you. That said, I decided to come on here and apologize to everyone. I don't even know where to start this video because this is a really, really hard video for me to film. I have been in a really depressing place the past couple of days. As you guys know, there's videos going around YouTube of me, and they are clips of my life, not my full life. They're like clips taken out of a few videos, and it's giving it about 15 minutes each. And I can't come on here and say I did not say certain things, you guys. So with that said, I decided to come on here and apologize to everyone that had to see me at my worst points. Given that you are a new subscriber, you probably are confused.
I'm Jeff Murray. I'm 71 years old. Not too long after I decided that.
You're like, oh my God, she looks like she hates her life. Those were my worst, my weakest points in my life as a single mom, as a mom of one, of two, of four. And let's just be honest, back then I didn't know too much about editing, and I was honestly too transparent with everyone. I showed too much. But the reason for me showing so much, because I personally love to watch YouTube. I love to watch people that I can relate to. And I showed y'all a lot of my life. My choice of words wasn't acceptable. I said a few things like, I'm gonna whoop your ass, I'm gonna beat your ass, out of frustration, out of depression, out of just struggling in general. Little that people know that my kids, those words don't mean anything to them, because as I've stated before, you guys, in the past videos, in the past lives, I do not whoop my kids. I hit them where it hurts. I take away their electronics. I know you're probably like, Jazzy, why aren't you sad? I had a whole day, all yesterday. I was sad. I was depressed. I was crying. I allowed a lot of y'all to come on here and break me. Y'all broke me yesterday. I fell apart. And that's me I'm being honest and transparent with that. I fell apart. I got told, kill yourself. I hate you, you stupid B. I don't fucking like you. You're a horrible mom. Your kids deserve better than you. You lock your twins in the room. Man, a lot of that stuff hurt me, seeing these comments and seeing the videos. To be honest, you guys, I only watched one video because it broke me to watch that video, because they grabbed my weakest and most vulnerable points in my life, and I hated to see it because I don't want to see what I used to be, because that's not me. I'm not depressed. I'm still upset about a few things because I feel like people want me to be this perfect YouTuber, this perfect mom. But let's be honest, not everyone's perfect. I am so far from perfect, but I am leveling up, and I am becoming better and doing better than what I was back then. So with that said about the twins has been locked up ever since they've been born, basically. Only moms that have twins or multiples can understand this. As having twins, it's a lot, especially when they're really young and they're crawling and they're toddlers. Having a toddler is just hard in general. I had a playpen, and I put them in their playpen. Their playpen was just to keep them in one spot so I can keep. And, it's crazy because a lot of you guys suggested, Jasmine, try getting a playpen to keep them nearby, so Kaylin doesn't have to watch them, or, while you're cooking. I did that. I took what y'all said into consideration, and I bought a playpen, $145 playpen, because I took that in consideration. This video is so hard to film because I'm trying to keep myself together. I'm doing my best. And I'm not on here to ask for sympathy or ask for anyone to feel bad for me, but I am doing my best. I don't lock them up in a room. As for the twins running out of their room, they do that every morning, you guys. Only thing that they have on their door is a child-proof doorknob. And I actually showed CPS the doorknob. I don't put actual locks on the doors. Like, I don't switch out the doorknobs and put the locks. I put doorknobs, not the child-proof doorknobs. CPS have seen it, and I told them it's for safety reasons. As you guys know, the police came in my house. I did not know my front door was unlocked. I didn't know it was unlocked. Didn't know until I seen Aiden go and unlock my front door. I did it for my kids. I put that lock on there. It's not even a lock. It's a child-proof safety doorknob. I did it to protect them. I did it for a safety reason. I didn't do it to just be locked up in my room. I'm rarely in my room locked up. If I'm in my room, because I brought my desk in here, the twins are in here throughout the day. I take them on walks. I do so much for my kids, you guys. And I can be so upset, and I make sure that they're good. I make sure they're good. I do a lot for them. So for them to say that I'm locking them up, it's at this point, let's just be real. Every time y'all see them run out their room, it's in the morning. It's, early in the morning. I let them out of their room as soon as everyone is up. I get the girls up, and here they come. I'm ready to feed everybody. Sometimes I get up and go in there earlier to take Ava to the potty. Other than that, they're not locked in their room. I also have a baby monitor. I just actually purchased a new baby monitor because my old one just broke. My kids are safe, and they're also fed. My God, you guys. And I've seen the clips, and my kids do say they're starving, they're hungry. Like I said, one, I'm a human. I was a single mother. I only had 2 hands. I had to feed the babies. I was feeding them, and I was trying to eat at the same time so I can get something in my system, you guys. Kids are kids. They treat you guys, the camera, the live streams, as if I'm talking on the phone to a friend. Whenever you sit down and you're doing something, Mama, I'm hungry. I want this. I want that. My kids always do that, okay? They don't miss a meal. I show you guys so many videos of them eating, what they eat in a day, throughout my vlogs of them eating. They have breakfast, lunch, dinner, 2 snacks. Sometimes 3, because I throw in one after dinner. That's just a dessert snack. I show you guys so much. I don't starve my kids. So let's get that clear. They eat. They eat all the time. They are kids. Kids tend to say things that they don't mean. Or they just want another snack. Or they just want more. Sometimes they say it because you're talking to the camera or on the phone. My kids do that. They eat. The pantry, the refrigerator, everything. I keep it stocked for them. I buy snacks. I cook. I clean. Whether it's processed food, whether it's something that I made from scratch, they're getting fed. Now, I honestly feel like I didn't have to come on here and explain so much, but given that a lot of y'all are new and y'all don't know a lot about me, you're a little confused about a few things that y'all saw. So my kids actually have a private physician, which means that if she's not available, I have to take them to the hospital. And on top of that, you guys, I'm that mom that reacts and I move instantly if I see something wrong, if I see my kids are throwing up, if I see my kids are seizing, if I see my kids bleeding, I move, okay? I don't care what I have on. I don't care if it's 4 o'clock in the morning. 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, I get up and I jump and I take my kids to the ER. So with that said, I guess that brings me to a video that y'all saw of Kaylin in the bed, and people thought she was seizing and I was laughing at her. First of all, let's backtrack, you guys. I was at school at this time, and Kaylin was with her dad and her cousin and everybody. And her cousin, just like any other kid, you know, they like to pick the little ones up. And I had to tell Kaylin this when she got over and kept trying to pick up Maya. You know, they don't understand their strength. And she picked Kaylin up and she dropped her. And she hit her head and cut it. I did want to say Kaylin was clearly not having a seizure. And I actually stated in the video, Kaylin, what are you laughing about? And she kept peeking at me like, yeah, I'm laughing at you. They just gave her some medicine to help her. It helps with the pain. Instead of giving them, like, putting them to sleep, they give them that anesthesia that just helps with pain. But it makes you a little bit of loopy. And Kaylin she thought everything was just so funny. And she kept fake crying. There was more to the video, but I didn't show a lot. Kaylin, we're going to look back at this. Kaylin, what's going on? Hey, Kaylin. Kaylin, you're fake crying. This is hilarious. A lot of people saying that's my fault. Even though I wasn't around, even though it was a simple accident, even though it was kids being kids, it's my fault because I am the mom and they just saw Kaylin in the hospital and they thought she was seizing. First of all, I took her seizures seriously. I freaked out and started crying whenever Kaylin had her first seizure. Those are something I don't play with. I don't play with her seizures. I had to control her dad on his emotions when he finally first seen her seize, because Philip wasn't there whenever, you know, he saw her seize. He was doing a lot of studies. I had to show him, you have to stay calm, turn her on her side, get her body to cool down, and wait till she stops seizing, and then take her to the emergency room. He panicked, but luckily I was there when he first saw her first seizure. I'm only guilty of being that mom that instantly runs my kids to the hospital. I did not cause her seizures. I wasn't the cause of her seizures. Kaylin had seizures that went away after the age, I want to say 2. A lot of people don't know because I didn't vlog as much back then. I didn't show a lot. I showed small clips.
Helping others does bring me joy, and I believe nursing will be my career for life. The best part of my job is being there for my residents when they need me and making their days a little bit better. It's not just a job. My residents mean a lot to me.
I was in school, I was working, and of course I was a mom. I didn't vlog a lot, and I didn't know too much on the YouTube side and everything. So Kaylin had to do a lot of stuff. She had to do a lot of sleep studies that were so hard for me. And I know I didn't talk too much on this stuff because those were really sensitive times for me. Whenever, I'm trying so hard not to cry. Whenever I had to see my daughter go through that, I wanted to take all that pain away. It hurt me on the inside. Think about it. I'm at a basketball game and I'm worried about what's going on with Kaylin. I hated taking her to daycare, you know, not knowing what's going on, if she's okay. I hated it. But I was in school and I had to work. So I did it. I feel like I'm having to explain so much. Amaya with her hand, foot, and mouth. Her dad said it was my fault because I allowed her to put everything in her mouth. Amaya was what, 1? Babies put their fingers in their mouth. And y'all can take it how it is. I'll take full responsibility and I'll accept it and say that it was my fault for allowing her to put her hands in her mouth. It's pretty much what she put in her mouth the most. She'll like touch stuff and put it in her hands in her mouth. She kept her fingers in her mouth because she got it in between her fingers and then on her chin. I'm not going to go in depth on everything because all that is in the past, you guys. And if you want to know what's going on in the past, you have to go back and watch those old videos. But with that said, I've accepted my wrongs, I've accepted my depression, and I got help. Come a long way as a mother, as a woman who was broken. I was broken. I didn't have much. I relied on my kid's father a lot. And I came a long way. I started from the bottom. Now my kids have a nice, beautiful apartment that I love. I worked really hard for. They are in a nice neighborhood. They're going to a good school. I email their teachers all the time. For example, Kaylin made a 75 on her spelling test, and where I grew up, 75s wasn't good enough, y'all. Now, I did say, Kaylin, good job. Of course, I come in with the positive. You did really good. But let's shoot for a B. All you got to do is get one more right. That's it. Just one more right. I went and personally emailed her teacher and said, is there any way you can send me her spelling words so they don't send them home? Can you send me her spelling words so she can work on them at home with me? I want my baby to succeed. I want her to be the best she can be. I was an AB honor roll. I want her to do whatever she want to do, but it starts at school. With that said, sending CPS and calling the police. The police is at their wits with all the complaints. They don't know what to do because they're just like, why are these people calling for no reason? You're doing way too much. You're hurting my kids. Okay, now, so basically with that said, don't allow 15-minute clips of my life that someone else upload dictate who you think I might be. If you go watch the videos that I have actually put up or lives, you will see that I was a single mother doing the best she can for her kids. From eating to clothes on their back to the roof over their head, I did the best I can. Fighting through depression, I've came a long way. There's no handbook on how to be a parent or how to parent, or locking yourself in the bathroom to cry and let it all out is wrong. I'm a mom. I don't want my kids to see me at my worst. So locking myself in the bathroom to let it out, to vent to you guys, the camera, it was not only therapeutic for me, but it gave me someone else to talk to, whether I knew you or not. I feel like I can talk to y'all. Y'all can relate to a lot, but maybe I was too transparent. I wanted to give you someone to relate to if you needed that hand or that shoulder to lean on when you were depressed or down. So with that said, I'm going to continue to push forward, you guys, and keep putting out positive content and leave the past in the past. There's levels in life. I started from the bottom and I'm making my way up. So before you send me that comment, that message, that email, before you call the police, before you call CPS, I want you to think about what you say. Think about how it might hurt someone else. Think about how your words are hurting me and how it can be hurting my kids, meaning that I'm so depressed that I can't even be positive, I can't smile, and they're asking me, Mama, what's wrong? What's wrong, Mama? And I don't want to tell them what's wrong because I'm hurting on the inside. I cried all yesterday, but I still got up. I cooked, I cleaned, I vlogged. I had to vlog. I have to put on this smile and vlog because this is my job. A lot of people don't understand that. They're saying go get a regular 9 to 5. But this is my job. Being a social media figure does not come with getting bashed on a regular. You are yourself. You do not follow in anyone else's footsteps. Just because you see someone else bashing another person or hurting another person with their words, that doesn't mean you turn around and do the same thing. Be yourself. Stop trying to be like others or follow in other footsteps to make yourself happy. If you're depressed, get up and stop watching my videos and go do something that makes you happy. Don't turn it on someone else. Don't turn your depression onto someone else and start calling CPS and police and all that. My kids are having to deal.
Our whole natural almonds are a superfood source of biotin.
With that, my kids, y'all are trying to do it to hurt me. There's some people don't understand that some people are actually really just genuinely don't like me. And I think where my weakness is, you guys, I want everyone to like me. And I feel like that's when people take my weakness for granted. They use that. I want everyone to like me, so I try and be as positive. I try to be understanding with people. I try to be there for people, and they use my kindness and they flip it around. Maybe I'm just too loyal to a lot of people, even the ones I don't even know. It hurts. And I know that there's some of y'all that's still out there that are loyal subscribers. And I see y'all right there in them comments. Y'all have my back. I see y'all. And y'all, I'm so grateful for every one of y'all. Because them comments, especially on my Facebook, I've been trying to keep it together. But them comments they are ridiculous. I do so much for my kids. And I'm trying so hard not to cry because I don't want to fucking cry. I told myself I'm going to be strong. I'm going to be a strong person in this video. That's why I waited. I waited to film this video because I wanted to be strong. I don't want y'all to see me depressed. I don't want y'all to try to, judge me, but I know I'm gonna get judged regardless. People are not gonna believe anything I said. People are gonna believe some things I said, people aren't. But just know that what you do and say hurts. And I know I see people who send me an email saying, I'm gonna cancel you. I want your channel cut off. I don't want you to ever vlog again. I want you to kill yourself. I want you to die. Your kids deserve better. They're better off with a prostitute than you. I do my fucking best. I do my fucking best to make sure they're good. I do my fucking best. I tried to.
It's in your nature to reach for more.
Taking a break from YouTube. I tried taking a fucking break. And when I took a break, somebody just hates me so much and have so much time on their hands to make fucking videos about me. I'm not perfect. I've said shit that I don't mean to say. When it comes to I'm gonna whoop your ass, even if I don't fucking whoop my kids. I've said it and they know. I'm not even addressing all the other shit that was on the videos because that shit is so fucking disgusting. Disgusting and disturbing, and I cannot keep myself together when I talk about this stuff, especially when they're putting clips together and making it seem like something is that it isn't. How would you feel if someone did this to your mom? Or you, if you're a mom. And you know that you or your mom is doing the best that they fucking could to make sure you're good. Or your kids are good. I know it's me asking a please isn't going to change you or change your mind or change how you move or anything, but I'm coming on here and saying, please stop with the negativity. Stop with the fucking stupid ass videos. Whoever thought of a fucking reactor? I'm not even here blaming a reactor because we don't even know who the person is behind it. I'm not blaming not one reactor. It could be just a regular viewer that just viewed and just hate me. Because I don't know who it is. Just enough with all the negativity. Because you know what? Out of those few videos that y'all see, those few clips, there is a lot of positivity on my channel. I do so much for my kids. I do so much. I love them to death. I do so much. I buy them shit. Yesterday was my first time buying another pair of shoes. I haven't bought me a pair of shoes in years. In years. Finally did something for myself and bought me some shoes.
So Bonza just made this new pizza out of chickpeas, which made me think, if it's made from chickpeas, can pizza...
Like I said, there's a lot of positivity on my channel. So instead of all the negative videos, how about we just throw together a whole bunch of clips of positivity, all the love that I share with my children, all the happiness, all the caring, all the sweet things I do for my children, my loving kids, my 4 beautiful kids that I love sincerely. I would do anything. I would jump off a bridge for my kids. If it was for saving their life, I would do it. I would do anything for them. Ooh, I'm trying so hard to keep myself together. I'm just so overwhelmed with stuff. I can't tell you who to believe, what to believe, or how to move. But like I said, there's a lot of positivities out here. Just think about what you say and do before you do. And from now on, I'm not going to be so transparent with you guys. I'm going to vlog my life, but there's some people that are really taking this too seriously. They're being out here, and I can't allow that to affect my family.
This is Everyday Man 2K. Well, my JAZZY Life is on her apology tour after 3 videos have been put out that show her in a negative light in regards to how she moves as a parent. The videos are very thorough in presentation, so there's very little Jazzy can say to defend herself. In this audio clip, you can hear her pathetic attempt to perform a fake move on her subs by basically saying, "I apologize for you seeing what you saw." And she tries to do it with fake crocodile's tears, y'all. In summary, Jazzy wants us to believe that most of those situations that we saw on those videos were not her fault, because she is actually a good mother with bad kids. And most of those other situations, like her infant daughter having a seizure while Jazzy was laughing, or little Aiden falling 4 feet off the kitchen counter and hitting the floor, were not as bad as it looked. Really, Jazzy? Jazzy, we don't believe you. We need more people. You know, I've come to the realization that with Jazzy, it's not just that she's a bad parent. Jazzy is just stupid. She's stupid, y'all. Forrest Gump said it best. Stupid is as stupid does. In my last commentary, I gave you an example of how stupid Jazzy was when she told her kids to not run into the streets. At the time, though, she and her kids were sitting on the street curbside, 2 feet away from the street. It's like Jazzy creates scenarios for accidents to happen. The part 3 video was no different. In one clip, Jazzy places the toddler Aiden on the 4-foot-high kitchen counter and walks away. Aiden was not fully on the kitchen counter table, and his legs were dangling freely as he sat on the edge. But of course, sitting on the edge of the kitchen counter table didn't last long. Right after Jazzy walked away from him, baby Aiden falls from the 4-foot-high kitchen counter onto the floor, as Jazzy's daughters tried to catch him. Then Jazzy blames him and said he does this all the time, y'all, because he acts like a daredevil. Well, if this is the case, it seems like common sense will have her to adapt and make decisions with precaution. You will hear her attempt in this lame apology video to explain her actions. I've also added a story time at the end where my mentor once told me, after I won a big $1 million contract, he said, son, if you want to roll with big dogs now, you better know how to pee in high grass. I will explain to you what he meant and show how these words of wisdom can apply to my jazzy life as well. You got to hear this story time. I will be hosting in the chat if you have any questions or if you just want to chop it up. This is your boy, Ebony Man 2K. Let's get it. Now, before we begin, I would like for you to put your screen on full view. Please put your screen on full view. Now, I would like to dedicate this story time to the GOAT, the late Notorious B.I.G., aka Biggie. And I'm going to start it off with some inspired words by Biggie. It goes a little something like this. I want you to grab the keys to your car, call your peeps on the cell, and bring some weed. I got a story to tell. This is Ebony Man 2K. In my career, I've made numerous business decisions. Some big, some small. But early on in my career, I can remember a contract I won that involved big-time politicians, a big-time primary contractor, 20 new employees, and a business partner I wasn't really sure about. I spoke about this new venture with another professional that I consider to be a mentor of mine. I shared with him my anticipation of this new business venture, but expressed my concerns as well. He leaned back in his executive chair, parted a slight grin, started clicking on a pen in his hand, and dropped this advice. He said, son, let me tell you something. If you want to roll with big dogs, you better learn how to pee in high grass. I paused for a second because I was stumped. But being the proud man that I am, I played it off and replied, yep, you got that right. I say that all the time. Man, I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. I left that meeting dumbfounded. As an engineer by trade, I pride myself for being able to figure out something. But this one had me beat. I asked around to my peers and friends until one friend who was pretty up on game broke it down for me. He said, nigga, when you rolling with big dogs, you can't stop and pee. You gotta lift your legs up and let your nuts hang. And most importantly, you gotta pee where that shit won't get back on you. I was shook. It all made sense. As you grow and move up, things get more complicated. The stakes get higher. The game gets played at a different level. Didn't Biggie say more money, more problems? He was right. Segue into my jazzy life. I listened to her recent rant in her car about her YouTube problems. Basically, she was talking about how people are talking about her and somebody stole her bike. I'm looking at her numbers, right? She currently has 40,000 subs and 22,000 daily views. So she is moving into mid-tier level YouTube status. She is coming out of novice status, so things are about to get real for her. She is about to get real cutthroat competition. She is about to get real hate from more experienced trolls. And she's going to be behind the 8 ball on producing more and more relevant content for advertisers. Oh, it's about to get real now. But it seems to me she's unprepared. Major opportunities are abound. But unfortunately, she is caught up fighting roaches, taking care of kids, and planning a life with a nigga in prison. But more importantly, she is in her feelings about what people say about her. Jazz, what the fuck are you expecting? You up on YouTube every day exposing your daily life to the world, and negative responses from viewers is driving you to depression? Well, I got a running joke for Sansa Ray that I might apply to you, Jazz. It goes like this. Jazz goes to the doctor and tells doctor, look, every time I do YouTube, it hurts right here. Doctor says, it hurts right here? Jazz says, yes, it hurts right here. Doctor says, every time you do YouTube? Jazz says, yes, every time I do YouTube. What do you think I should do, doctor? Doctor says, common sense tells me maybe you should just stop doing YouTube. Now, Ebony Man 2K gonna tell you, if you don't stop YouTube, you better put on your big girl panties and learn how to pee in high grass. This short music video serves as an introduction to my upcoming series, Storytimes with Ebony Man 2K. It gives you a glimpse of the type of people, places, and things I have experienced early on in my young adult life. My subscribers have asked me to share my experiences dating in Atlanta, my time spent in Rio de Janeiro during Carnival, freaknik stories, and other general social stories in my life. Some of the photos in this video captured those experiences. The time frame of these photos are from the mid-90s to the early 2000s. Again, this video served as a prelude to my story times and adds proper context of people, space, and time. This is Everyday Man 2K. Let's get it. This is Everyday Man 2K. I need for you to put your screen on full view. The title of this song for this music video is called When We Were Young by Adele, and the cover is being performed by Mackenzie Johnson. Please check out our channel and join. Thank you.
Everybody loves the things you do, from the way you talk to the way you move. Everybody here is watching you, 'cause you feel like home, you're like a dream come true. But if by chance you're here alone, can I have a moment before I go? 'Cause I've been by myself all night long, hoping you're someone I used to know. You look like a movie, you sound like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. Let me photograph you in this light, in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad of getting old. It made us restless. It was just like a movie, it was just like a song. I was so scared to face my fears, 'cause nobody told me that you'd be here. And I swore you'd overseas, 'cause that's what you said when you left me. You still look like a movie, you still sound like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. Let me photograph you in this light, in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad of getting old. It made us restless. It was just like a movie, it was just like a song. When we were young, when we were young, when we were young, when we were young. It's hard to win me back, everything just takes me back to when you were there, to when you were there. And a part of me keeps holding on, just in case it hasn't gone. I guess I still care. Do you still care? It was just like a movie, it was just like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. When we were young, when we were young. Let me photograph necklace. It was just like a movie. It was just like a song when we were young.
This is Everyday Man 2K, aka that Jolly Rancher, aka Pretty Ricky, what they call me, and aka that dude who be having the receipts. Before we begin, the membership program for my channel has been approved by YouTube and has been added with PayPal and Cash App as another option to express your support for me and this channel. I ask that you go ahead and join today and make yourself an official Day 1 member of Everyday Man 2K. There is a join button on the homepage and links in the description box and at the top of my comments section. You will get an official members only badge, and I will be adding exclusives from time to time for you to access as a members only participant. Now, the price that I set is reasonable, and it's less than a 2-piece dinner from Popeyes, especially if you get the strawberry drink. So, go ahead and join, get your badge, and make them haters start crying like a baby. You know how they do. Wah, 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 wah. Why you like Ebony Man? Wah, wah, wah. We don't want you to like Ebony Man. Wah, wah, wah. And you take that badge and say, look, I rock with Ebony Man 2K the long way. Because not only is he funny to me, but that brother is thorough and he be on point with his presentations, especially with his receipts. So you either get with the program or you get to stepping and go kick a can down the street, because that would be a better use of your time than you trying to convince me to go against Ebony Man 2K. I got Ebony Man 2K's back 100%. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the main purpose of membership. It is to bear witness to the public that we are going to enjoy ourselves on this channel, and we got each other's back 100%. Okay, let's get it, y'all. This is Ebony Man 2K. We're about to go into our chat and music session. But first, if you would like to donate via Cash App, the Cash App ID is $EBMN2K. That's $EBMN2K. If you'd like to make a donation via PayPal, send it to paypal.me/EBMNTWOK. That's paypal.me/EBMNTWOK. And if you'd like to send it via Venmo, send it to @EBMN2K. That's @EBMN2K. Thanks.